What's good, people? Agent Juice reporting for duty. It's that time of year again. That's right, it's time for me to do my annual speed paint of Wuya from Xiaolin Showdown, dressed as a Easter Playboy Bunny. I do this little tradition every year as a way of gauging my art progress, and also just to kind of look back at the progress I have made in general as a creator. So without further ado, let us go ahead and buckle into our favorite tradition. Let's put on a skimpy outfit and some bunny ears and show our bits to the world. And by showing our bits to the world, let's also smash that like button, because that's also a thing that we want to do. And let's discuss the journey of Easter Playboy Bunny Wuya. So, of course, the speed paint in question for today is once again me drawing my annual Easter Playboy Bunny Wuya. For the uninitiated, the quick story behind this tradition is that a long time ago on 4chan, specifically the Comics and Cartoons board, I used to do a lot of the draw threads. A draw thread is basically a bunch of weirdos making suggestions about cartoon characters or comic characters doing nonsense, and you draw said nonsense. And every time around Easter, there's always someone who says, hey, draw your waifu as a Playboy bunny. And so, long time ago, back in 2016, I did it with Wuya, because I consider Wuya #best waifu. Unfortunately, in their special 4chan way, the people saw this picture and didn't really like it, and they let me know. And so, ever since then, I vowed to draw Easter Bunny Wuya every year around Easter time, as a way of gauging my artistic progress, and so I am continuing the tradition once again. A quick note about this particular speed paint you probably noticed if you watch my videos is that recently I've been putting the reference material for what I draw directly on the canvas, just to kind of show you guys what I'm looking at whenever I do drawing references. You'll notice that the pose that Wuya is doing right now has no reference on screen. And the reason why is because I am drawing from a model reference, but I can't show it on screen because the model is naked.
No, 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 no! I'm naked!
And you can't show that on Christian YouTube, so I wanted to, I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's going that's what's going on here. I don't feel guilty telling you about it, because the whole point of Easter Bunny Wuya is to be provocative, so of course I'm going to have to use a provocative image to draw it correctly. How has my art progressed? Honestly, I think I have finally kind of hit a plateau. If you look at the last two pictures I have done of 2019 and 2020 and compare it to this picture 2021, not much has changed in comparison to, for example, the other pictures. Does that mean I have not improved? Sort of. And here's a little bit of a hot take. I actually don't care about improving that much anymore. Now, what do I mean by that? This is not to say that I'm going to stop learning, or that I think that I am the best artist ever and there is nothing left for me to learn. What this means is that I no longer have a desire to make huge leaps and bounds in my drawing artistic ability. I believe I've said this before in last year's video, because in last year's video I think I mentioned something about me kind of stagnating and that I don't care anymore, and this is true now. I do not want to be someone like Ray Quintero, or I think his name is Fenghua Zhang, these high, super good level artists who can cure cancer with their drawing ability. I do not want to be that good, because in order to get that good, I have to dedicate a lot of time to get there. There was a time when I first moved out here to California that I dedicated a lot of effort in improving my ability to draw and generally create good shape. And I did this because initially I wanted to be a storyboard artist, and I was told that the best way to do that is to be a good figure drawer. So I did a lot of figure drawing classes, and it taught me a lot, and I'm glad that I spent the time and effort to improve my craft up to that point. But there comes a time where I had to sit down and ask myself, what do I really want to do? And the thing I really want to do is make stories. I want to write my own shows. I want to create my own content. Hence the reason why there's this YouTube channel. Hence the reason why I'm always banging about my cartoon Schneevel, which of course I'm going to put a link down below for you to watch. I need to start dedicating time to creating my own content, writing scripts, getting good at telling a good story. And that time cannot be spent improving my artwork any further because I don't want to spend that time improving my artwork when I could be spending it creating my own content. Now, what does this mean for this picture and for pictures going on as far as the Easter Bunny tradition? I'm still going to keep doing it, but instead of drawing continuous poses of Wuya with kind of the same shading look of that plateau I've hit, from now on, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start improving my artwork in the storytelling side. I want to draw well, not because I want to make the picture look pretty, but because I want a picture to tell a story, because that is what I want to be good at, telling a good story. You can do that with image with two techniques. They are film concepts. I learned this in a film class, so you're going to have to forgive my messy recollection of what they are, but they are two concepts. One of them is a French word. They're both French words, actually. The first French word is mise en scène. Oh, ho, ho, ho. The second word, which is one you're probably quite familiar with, is montage. Mise en scène is basically, the rough translation is like the single scene or something like that. I'm pretty sure French speakers are gonna rake me over the coals for for completely missing that point. Point is, a mise en scène is the idea that you could take a single snapshot in a film, and that single image can tell an entire story. There are things in the background. They place things in certain places for reasons. Oh, what does it mean? Oh, it's symbolism. La, 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 la. That's mise en scène, right? A single image telling a story. The second word, montage, which is the one you're familiar with, is essentially the sequence of images telling the story. When we, the lay person, think of montage, we think of like Rocky, right? The workout montage of like the character who wants to get fit and it plays to a song. And that's the point. It's all image. There's no dialogue. So take the classic montage of like, oh, I gotta win the competition, so I gotta get in shape. And so the first few images are the character who's like overweight or really pathetically skinny or something. And they're trying to do a push-up, oh, but they can't. And they're trying to run, but oh, they're so weak. And then they drink their little protein shake and it's like, oh, it makes me sick. But as it continues on, suddenly, oh yeah, I can do push-ups. Oh, I can run faster. Oh, I'm hitting the speed bag. And then like finally it's like, oh, I'm so buff. I can do push-ups with one arm. And I can run circles around the person who I used to not be able to keep up with, and then I run up the stairs and do the Rocky thing. That's montage. That is the series of images that is telling a story from point A to point B. In short, from now on, when I do these Bunny Wuya pictures, I want to start doing them in the style of mise en scène and montage. This picture right now is not one of those things. It's just Wuya shining her pretty bum cheeks at the crowd. So there's not really anything being said in this image. But since I am no longer invested in increasing the prettiness of a picture, I think from now on I'm going to start doing the mise en scène and montage. This picture, this final image, for the sake of prettiness and not for the sake of telling a story, is telling me that it is time for me to improve on the places I want to improve on, which is storytelling. So I believe from now on that that's what I'm going to do. So not only has this little project started as a little like I'll show you thing, but it has taught me lessons. It has taught me more than just how to improve my art. It has taught me where is my time best spent. And in a way, I think that is a far more valuable lesson to learn in general. If we want to improve on a certain thing, are we sure that we're improving in the right way or improving the right particular thingy that we want to improve? In my case, is it worth the time to make this Bunny Wuya picture look more pretty, to learn lighting and color theory better? Yes, that would improve the picture, but is that accomplishing my goal, which is I want to be a better storyteller? that's just the food for thought. And so with that said, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up there for today. So you people know what to do here. If you like what you see and you want to see more, tickle those sacred buttons so you know what comes next and you can pay attention to me. Of course, share this video and comment down below. I want to hear your thoughts about this picture, things you want to say. What are you working on? What are you trying to improve on? Have you had any epiphanies? Let me know. Of course, share this video. If you're watching this on minds.com, it's as easy as hitting that remind button. If you're watching it on YouTube, you're going to have to share the URL like a caveman, but I still do it because I greatly appreciate it and you want to show the world that you watch good content. Of course, as a reminder, this video is sponsored by me and the Patreon and Subscribe star that you can totally check out. Links down below. You can see the long format of the speed paint where I do it in the slow, arduous detail, if that's your thing. Or if you want to see this month's exclusive video, and of course, every exclusive video I make at the first Friday of every month, do that. And of course, if you want to follow me elsewhere out here on the interbuts, I always put my links here up on the screen. And of course, I always put the extra emphasis on minds.com because it's the alternative website. And I encourage that market diversity. And with all that said, I thank you for spending this time with me. I do hope you all stick around. And until next time, deuces.